It's an impromptu live from the road. Just waiting on y'all to join. Wait on anybody to come in. Ugh. Hello, hello, hello. So, guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and say hello. How's everybody doing? I have updates today and some thoughts. So there's a whole lot going on in these YouTube streets. I've had texts, I've had phone calls, and I've had emails about some of it. And I'm going to speak on stuff. Normally, I don't get involved in drama and bullshit, but if I feel that it has to do with Summer and Summer's case, I'm going to speak up. That's the one that's going to get me every time. And look, what really upsets me, and I don't understand, and I'm going to say this, I'm not sure, it wasn't clarified if this person previously in a past Christmas lost their mother or this Christmas. But you guys know that I can empathize and sympathize with that more than anybody on this planet. You know, the day of my mom's funeral was the 23rd. The 3 years before that, on the 23rd of December, almost, 4 years, my bad, 4. Y'all, sorry. Got upset and I didn't mean to, y'all, sorry. I'm not trying to be emotional. Not trying. Can't guarantee it. So 4 years before burying my mom was when my son was diagnosed with brain cancer. And, you know, personally for me, I'm going to share something with y'all. Christmas has pretty much sucked for me since I was about 13 years old. My grandmother's sister died on Christmas morning while we were opening presents. That was the first thing that happened. Then, right after Christmas, my dad passed away. My grandpa's sister had a heart attack and a stroke on the day of my dad's funeral. No lies, no bullshit, no need to stretch. I was singled out to be the person to tell my grandmother because everybody said I was closest to her at the age of 21, that her only child was dead, my dad. 3 days later, she went into a coma for 8.5 weeks. We buried her on my birthday. So, yeah, Christmas time is not a joyful occurrence for me. There's other deaths on Mama's side of the family, and they all there. So, to me, using the excuse of it's a hard time of the year for me, blah, 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 I kind of call bullshit. I'm not out here using that excuse for any actions or behavior other than crying. You know, I mean, I may boo-hoo and cry, but you don't hear me coming out and talking shit about what somebody chooses to do or not do. I am so tired on YouTube of other people trying to tell people how the fuck to spend their money. If you earned it and you want to go stand in your front yard and set that fucking shit on fire, that's what the hell you do. You tell anybody else, give them the finger. I am so tired of that shit. And to hear somebody downing somebody else because they bought a freaking Christmas tree and put it up in Summer's honor? Are you kidding me? Would you have had that same energy if it was in Michael Vaughn's honor? Or one of the other children out here's honor? How do you know that person did put up 5 trees in honor of Summer and 4 other children? And who the hell are you to tell them what to do? Or to say that it's right or wrong. I don't understand that shit. I don't get that mentality. And I'm not downing nobody. I'm not naming no names. I just had two people reach out to me that were very upset and asked me to address it. And when I say upset, I'm talking about crying their eyeballs out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who is the creator that said it. I'm not trying to get in that drama. I just think people may need to think a little more before they speak. I kind of may understand where the person was coming from. I've had it come at me. There's millions and hundreds of thousands of missing children. Why are you only covering this person in this case? It's part of the reason I don't want to be true crime. I don't want to have to answer about who I talk about and who I don't and why. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like today, I wanted to talk about some things that I felt were relevant in Summer's case. I wanted to talk about some things. Sorry, y'all, got to make a delivery drop off right quick. I got 2 loads in my car. But oh, somebody came from, yeah, Smiley called me crying. I'm not going to lie. I didn't understand and all, no names, didn't ask, but that's my friend to the end. Best believe that. And if you my friend, I'm going to have your back. I don't give a damn. I don't care if it's the president-elect. We can get it in. We can get it in. Hold on a minute, guys. I just got to take. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm back. Thank goodness. I did 2 small orders. And, like, this one was basically, I think it was lunch for this building. But anyway. And it's beside me. Okay. But I wanted to address that because I felt like, oh, gosh. I felt like that it hurt someone that I care about. You know? And there was other creators that reached out, you know? And it's just like, oh, I've seen this so many times. Like, people make donations to a channel. And, you know, I've watched people that I know that are sunshines that I communicate with make donations to other channels that I don't agree with. And not one time have you ever heard me speak on it. Because I won't. Because I didn't go sweat down the crack of my ass and earn that money. And it's not my right to say nothing. Or to disparage somebody for what they do or don't do. And I, you know, the loss of a loved one at Christmas, and you can't come at me and say, you can't use that on me. You can't use that. That's not going to work right here. You know why? Because I buried my mama just the 23rd of this month. So you can't use that on me after 2 months of being there, taking care of my size too. That's not gonna fly right here. You better find something else. That's all I know to tell you. Turn that off so to hope we quit. I got a copyright for yesterday's live, and that's my work app. I can't make it stop ringing, you guys. I'm sorry. Because that's with drive offers and drops. And I've got to use it to work. And I don't mean to get emotional, but Summer's our child too now. We have taken Summer on. You know, yeah, there's things you can do for free that we do every year. There's an organization called Christmas Cheer. With our church and our youth organization, we make Christmas cheer boxes for those that are less fortunate and for servicemen every year. We go to the soup kitchen and help do Thanksgiving plates and Christmas dinner every year. That's volunteer and it's free. I don't advertise that and talk about it. You know why? It's not part of my channel. It's not part of what I talk about here. But I might not be somebody who has a lot of money, but I can make time to help others. We had ornaments on our little bitty Charlie Brown tree for Summer. My little man put it up there next to his big J. It's purple butterflies that says Summer. It's really, it's a little something that we found at the dollar store in like July, you know. But I don't understand why people think they have the right to tell others what they can and can't do. I don't get that. Now, I want to talk about some stuff going on in other cases right now. First of all, the Idaho 4, I still stand firm. I really think that what I told you guys about how and who I feel that it's going to be is real as it can be. I honestly think you're going to find somebody who has never accomplished anything on their own, but they come from a pedigree background. Maybe even went to like a military school or a boarding school before they went to college. And probably were picked on by others in their same social status, you know, the hierarchy type thing, you know. And I think you'll find that it's probably somebody who, on their own, without their family's pedigree and money, would not be able to succeed. They'd be poor. They don't have the IQ to do it on their own. That's my opinion. I also think that I heard and understand that there's someone, and it came from 4chan. Y'all know how that is. That's like saying it came from that, whatchamacallit, I forget that other site. But anyway, allegedly, there is an individual in the frat house that the party was at, that they went to, or one of the frat houses, I should say, that is a big user of them old roids. And that roid rage ain't no joke. It does affect, it is study after study after study has shown that it does affect your mental. I think the person, sorry about that, somehow we got DC'd. I think the person was in the house, and I think they were waiting until everybody was asleep. I personally, firmly believe that. And I think there was one or two that were the original main target, and everybody else was collateral damage. I don't know how else to word it, and I know it sounds really cold-hearted, and I do apologize for that. Also, let's see. By the way, let me say this again. Anybody that can help, it would be greatly appreciated at this time through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever. Not going to be getting a check in the month of January at all from YouTube because of taking care of Mom and not putting out content like I normally do. I don't have enough ad revenue and donations to get a check. I made under $53 for the whole month of December. So, oh my gosh. Of course, here we go. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Oh my gosh. Come on, get in here. Of course my phone wants to fall out of the cheapo thing I got to hold it. Sorry. I couldn't afford much better. This came from Dollar Tree, and of course it's popping off and everything else. Yay. Okay, try again. Alright. Sorry guys, you just won't get a good view. I hope I didn't screw up. Okay. I also wanted to talk about the Shaquilla Robinson case because last night the reporter, and I don't want to mispronounce his name, it starts with G, it's like Gerardo. A lot of people have been out here attacking his credibility. I've been saying from the beginning, he's very credible. He has access. Now, are his sources credible? I think some of his sources may be feeding misinformation. I also think that some things are lost in translation. I do know members of the Cabo Six, not all, but some members, have been questioned by authorities, detained and arrested. When you're translating, the translation depends on the perspective of the person doing the translation. And detained and arrested from Spanish to English can really be interchangeable, and it depends on the person. I think they meant detained. I think they meant that she'd been picked up for questioning, and arrest is what was said. She won't be, if they're going to be extradited, they're not going to be arrested in the U.S. They'll be detained. They'll have hearings for extradition. Some people are saying those photos were staged. From my medical background and what I know, if you saw those, the EMTs, they look like they just arrived. The one still has a pack on. They got their gloves on. The gloves would have been removed if they were leaving and picking up their stuff to leave. They would have took the gloves off before they picked up their items. You see nothing's laid out. They haven't begun, working on stuff or whatever, The doctor's sitting there. Looks like she's been doing the chest compressions and whatnot. One thing I noticed in those pictures that I wanted to really comment about, and that I think is very important. When you look at the fight, you see during that fight that Shanquella's damage to her vertebrae and neck was done right there in that fight. And she didn't have those clothes on that she has while she's laying in that floor. And she wasn't in that room. She was in a different room. Somebody dressed that girl and moved her to another room. Why? What were they trying to hide? Alright guys, I'm at my last little delivery right quick. Talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to go drop all this stuff off. And then I got to go back to Walmart for my next pickup. But answer that question. Why did they move her? Why did they try to... My understanding is the maid found her in that room, and they had tried to make it look like it was a fall. Why? Why? Y'all panicked when you realized that she was dead? What's up, Cheryl Kelly, Rhonda Moon? And like I said, anybody that can, donate. If one of the mods can just drop the links for all the stuff. Also, the links to everything, the Instagram, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, Cash App, PayPal, all that are in the description, as well as the link to join. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to finish. And I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to show you when I get home. I've got something for you on Summer's case. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Is anybody still in the room? Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me talking. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to check for... Oh, they got a $15 order. I'm about to go pick that up. Y'all know this. Hey, Jackie. I can't see the one name that's in green. I want to say thank you to all the members. Thank you to everybody that's here. So I have a couple announcements. Number one, on the community wall, those of you that have access to it, I asked you to vote for your favorite YouTuber in true crime. That's going to be the first one that I've asked. The first question. I've got to get this done. Because for New Year's, I want to do the show where we do the first ever true crime award show. That's the whole idea. Something fun. You know, that's one thing. We always are talking about missing children and missing children, missing families, missing adults, and crime scenes and everything in true crime. I want to be able to enjoy and have a little bit of a fun time. Let's have some fun at our own expense. Any of the categories, if you guys want to nominate me, you can. I kind of prefer not to be, since we're going to be the ones doing it. The next category I thought about is we're going to do one for best hair, female, best beard, male. That's what's up, Elizabeth. I thought maybe most likely to be a victim, most likely to get arrested, but there's already some that has been, so that makes it kind of difficult. I don't know. I want some fun categories. I want us to be able to laugh at ourselves and each other and just have fun. That's the whole idea for the award show. It's just to be fun. So please reach out to me through email, through text, comment section on videos, whatever, to let me know if you have a category you would like to see, a nomination you would like to make in any of the categories. I'm going to be posting questions on the community tab section, the Facebook section, the Instagram, and the Twitter for this channel to give everybody, no matter what format that you communicate with me through, the opportunity. Like Miss Rhonda, she only does comments on the videos. So, so here it is in the video. You can also comment. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Just in the comment section of this live stream, just write, favorite YouTuber in true crime and put their name. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. Nothing extraordinary, I just think it'll be something fun, and we're going to do it on New Year's Day. God forbid something goes wrong that I'm not able to. I had planned on doing it on Halloween as a spoof, but you guys know that Mom got sick on the 19th of October, and it just changed everything, And to be honest with y'all, I don't know how long I'll be able to continue the YouTube channel and pay all the bills. If something has to go at the house and not be paid, the first thing will be the satellite cable bill. Got to pay the water bill, got to pay the light bill, got to pay the rent. Especially, can't be without no heat. As cold as it's been, and our heat is electric. So you know that bill is out the roof right now. Just pray, y'all, please, because I'm having to go day by day, sometimes minute by minute, hour by hour. The other day, I think it was Christmas Day, all day Christmas Day, I kept catching myself looking at my bedroom doorway, thinking that my mom was going to walk through at any moment. Sorry. Should have went there. I apologize, y'all. Not trying to be. Oh, what I was going to do today. Okay. Anyway, so there's been a study. I have a couple articles that I want to show you guys this evening. I'm scheduling the live stream for 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. And I want to bring y'all a couple studies that might shock some folks about Tennessee's child advocacy system and their CPS program. Investigative studies. One in particular was done by state and federal government, and it's not looking good, you guys. Summer's not the only child these people failed, and I do want to shine a light on that. Not only did they fail Summer, and I personally believe had CPS acted on the tips that they claim that they've had CPS acted sooner, I don't think Summer's case would be a case. I've said that all along. I don't understand, and nobody's been able to explain this, how all that happened in Wisconsin with Candace and Grandis with CPS cases, were they able in Tennessee to be there for at least, 12, 13 years? Had the 3 boys in Summer, and their prior history with Child Protective Services never came into play? That makes no sense to me. Not when we have read what the adult daughter of Candace has put out there, including Candace's response to her admitting to drug use and abuse. And as I understand, Grandis was not supposed to be around any minor children, but she was living there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that slipped through the cracks. For many years. We're not talking 6 months, even 2 years. We're talking more than 10 years, more than 11 years, that it wasn't caught. It wasn't acted upon. And my question is, how many other children visited and were harmed? And I'm talking about scarred for life. Because y'all know, just like I do, that it's not the kind of thing that just goes away. Even when you're out of the situation, that stays with you for life. It doesn't leave you. Ever. We're going to go park at Walmart until my next delivery is available. I also have some other cases that we want to revisit in the Hawkins County area. And hopefully I'll be able to record a phone call with the state, local, and federal board of elections, because I want to ask some questions. And those are the ones, those people, those constituents in Hawkins County, the ones that feel duped by Ronnie Lawson, the ones that feel like that he wouldn't be in the position holding the sheriff's office position that he is had they known about his son's charges. I suggest you contact your local, state, and federal board of elections. There is stuff that can be done. You may be made to feel like there's nothing that can be done, but yes, there is. If they find that stuff was purposely hid in such a way that nobody else could have done it that way but him, because he was sheriff and hid it so that he could be reelected, they can do what they call it's like a runoff election, They can hold an emergency election. They just need enough people. Enough of you guys have to care and want it. And it's unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, we can't do that for you. It has to be the constituents. It has to be the voters of Hawkins County. They have to speak out, because they're the people that are directly affected. And that is what I have found out through my research and everything else. We can get all the petitions. We can get everything we want. But at the end of the day, the Board of Elections can come in and act. But they have to have enough complaints from the voting public that he represents to be able to take action, was the way it was put to me. Alright, guys, please don't forget, at the end of the day, show love and respect and courtesy to one another, rather than trying to tell somebody how to feel, what to think, and how to spend the money. I mean, let me say this. Not one of us should be able to count the money in somebody else's pocket. Not one of us has the right to tell anybody how to spend their money. Not one of us has that right to judge. Judge not lest you be judged. Remember that. Or people in glass houses, however you want to look at it. At the end of the day, God don't like ugly. And, just because you're still showing honor to Summer, and just because you're still doing things in Summer's name, doesn't mean that you're not doing things for other certain schools of thought from people. I just don't get it. Do want to say again, before I end this broadcast, if you can help, please do. It would be greatly appreciated right now. I am working on the GoFundMe put up. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. I really don't want to have to do a GoFundMe, but I have to. I don't have an option. one thing I want to leave y'all with, well, two pieces of advice. Please listen if you don't hear nothing else that I say before I end this broadcast. If you're on Medicaid, please make sure you have, if you're on Medicare, please make sure you have Medicare Advantage. It's a huge difference if you need services, and it's a huge difference in the bills. You know, it's extra to pay monthly, but if you ever in the hospital, it's worth it. It's worth it for you and your family. The other thing is, please make sure that you have provisions for when you pass on. Don't leave the people you love feeling like they're letting you down. Or like not only have they lost you, but they've lost everything. Because right now, at this point, you guys, I am teetering on homelessness for me and lazy and little man, and not even being able to pay for the service. I need to make sure that it's paid for. I can't. It's just hard to talk about. I don't want it to sound like a pity party. Just advice, you know. Make sure that you take care of those that you love by taking care of yourself. Even if it's just $1,500 to $2,000 in a little life insurance policy, please make sure you do that for those that you love and care about. Don't leave them without a way to show their final respects to you, to where they feel like it's less than. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, please make sure that someone knows where the paperwork is and knows how to find it, and what steps to take. Because if they don't, and nobody knows, you might as well not even have it. On a real important note. Alright, everybody. Peace, love, and light. And I'll see y'all at 8 p.m. tonight.